Let's begin. Halo 3 ODST. The same as what we saw in Halo 3, very decent but nothing inspiring. Here now in all its 4K PC Master Chief Collection glory.
Mother, no!
I feel the way Halo 2 went about this weapon was much more fun, as seen in episode 9 of the series. These shells falling through the gun during reload ain't pretty either. We lose dual wielding these from Halo 3, which is a big letdown in my book, but gain an improved shot sound effect. Less splashy, more punchy. This time it's held out further from your face too, which feels less cramped. If only it had a more rapid semi-auto fire mode, would have been even more pleasurable. Dreamkiller. You're now looking at the only 4K 60 footage of this game as it's long since disappeared from the market. Proper Tears in the Rain style. Anyway, this is a very likeable game with a unique shotgun. It's quite the looker and packs a crunching punch.
Complicated. Thanks, Lois. We'll make good use of this. Serves you right.
I really like the reload sound and animation, but the model itself needed a bit more motion sway to break that static feel. The alt-fire is a mutilation of Painkiller's awesome freeze shot. Icy projectiles move too slowly for a game of this pace, and they seem to have a very small hitbox. Yeah, I missed a lot. It lacks the smooth rhythm found in Painkiller's example, and the harsh shot sound begins to grind on the ears. A good effort and one to try if it ever sees the light of day again. Borderlands. My physical copy of Borderlands is a special case of DRM locking. The third-party software used to check the legitimacy of physical discs no longer works, and the considerably wealthy publishers have not offered a long-term solution. So, please enjoy this footage of a legitimately owned copy of Borderlands in 2020. The Precursors, or Russian Star Wars as I like to call it, is a likeable space romp with terrible gunplay. The model is nice and animation is competent, but the shot sound is a mismatched bland stock sound. Enemies are bullet sponges with no staggering or exciting death animations. Bioshock 2. What starts out as a basic double barrel grows into a monstrosity of a weapon. The stars of the show are the phosphorus and slug ammo, the former being a fantastic fireworks show blasted into the splicer's face, the latter effectively turning a boomstick into a railgun. The lesser enemy reactions to each ammo type are executed really well, but we still have a few too many inert bullet sponge jobs lurking around the game. A little extra camera shake on each shot would have been a good idea to give the gun a little more gravitas. Oh, and there's a misalignment where the smoke emits and the barrel ends. Maybe they extended the length of the barrels late in development, but forgot to move the particle emitter. We get 3 ammo types plus 3 upgrades: damage, magazine increase, and Tesla that stuns enemies on occasion. Let's check out each shot. Overall, a great multi-talented shotgun from a special developer. Aliens vs Predator. This is the best shotgun to feature in an Aliens game so far. The impacts and reactions from the aliens are excellent. You'll be blowing off limbs, getting great audio cracks, and visual acid blood sprays confirming your hits. The staggering animations are particularly well executed and such a relief to see after the unstoppable speedy foes of the previous AVP2 outing. The gun itself is modelled decently enough, if a little dull. I find the animation is a bit wooden too. The Alt-Fire Double Blast is a very welcome addition that gives you some tactical play during combat, and sounds the part too, although that metal ricochet volume is cranked way up. Metro 2033. So many shotguns here.
You bastard!
The Duplet is a good all-rounder, but has a narrow spread for a short barrel and so doesn't differentiate itself from the others. The huge quad barrel upgrade doesn't add much other than obscuring your view. You can handle just as much with 2 barrels than you can with 4, as you're still restricted to firing twice only. Alt-firing off 4 barrels needed more momentous animation and sound too. Still a fine gun, but could have been better. The Shambler is where everything clicks better. The fire rate, range and capacity fits the enemies perfectly, looks very neat and sports the best animation of the bunch. As with all shotguns in Metro, enemies can react nicely to each shot, but there's too much floaty hybrid ragdoll stuff going on, so it feels like you're shooting bags of sausages tied together. Lacks expressive character and emotion. The size and position on screen is really great. I wish more FPS games would adopt this as the default way to pose a gun on screen, not overly scaled up or jamming thumbs right in my face. The Absatz lets you go wild, and the crazy fast yet guaranteed to jam alt-fire mode is great in those panic moments. But like many auto shotguns, you lose the sense of immediate power in each blast. It should chew up the scenery and enemies a lot more. The Bi-Gun is a bizarre 6-shooter made from bicycle parts. It's a bit of a joke weapon, doesn't really bring anything new to the party. These last two share the same score. I love it!